So this video, admittedly, is one where a company reached out to me and provided the products for it, so full disclosure. It's from a brand called LaVie. Is it LaVie Labs? Let's see. Yeah, LaVie Labs. And they're based out of Israel, although they're manufactured in London and shipped from Florida, so take that as you will. But, they actually sent me 4 different skincare products to try out. So I'm doing a before video. I took a bunch of before photos as well. But they're like anti-aging products, which, 35's about the age you're supposed to start using those, and I am exactly on track. I am exactly 35. So I'm going to point out areas of concern that I would love to see improvement with that I hope, fingers crossed, are actually going to do the trick at least improving. I'm not expecting miracles of them to totally disappear, but it'd be great if they did. But let me just pull you in close here. I mean, I know a lot of you would go, oh, I didn't even notice those before. Now you'll probably never unsee them. But just saying, around my mouth, little laugh lines. We got 1, 2, 3 on this side. We got about 2. Well, I guess there's technically a 3rd there. I don't really mind the ones up here as much as I do the ones down here, but this side is far deeper than the one on this side. So, I mean, I would especially like to see improvement on this side here. A lot of it's just from having massive amounts of dental work done from a young age and having the skin stretched a lot because of it. It caused a lot of premature wrinkles to happen there, and I'm not thrilled with them, like I said, especially the ones on that side. In this lighting, it doesn't look as terrible, but I'm always hyper aware of it there. Oh yeah, that angle right there, you can see, like, straight up line no matter what I do. I usually try to be strategic in how I film because of it. Now, additionally, I didn't put my glasses on so we don't have to have them in the way. Under the eyes, these aren't as bad looking today as they often are, but I mean, we've got little lines under here starting. We've got some puffy bags down here on this side. I'm not sure if it's really going to show up on camera in this lighting, but we do have a rougher patch around here. Let me go turn on the light that I usually use while I film. Let's see if that makes it show up. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna try and turn my head a little, see if it catches the light. Maybe there's some fine crow's feet starting around up in here. I feel them with my finger right across here, so I feel like it shows a little right there. But I'm not thrilled with that. Not thrilled with that at all. I'd like to nip that in the bud before it gets worse. This side doesn't seem to have that much yet, but this side, for whatever reason, does. Then I've got some worry lines up here, as we can tell. Like across here, we've got these guys. We've got one little one trying to start in the middle there. All of these would be great if these improve the looks of, because again, 35 isn't that old. I feel like these shouldn't be popping up quite this young, but then again, medical issues exacerbate anything like that, and I've had those my whole life. So, just saying, full disclosure, but I'm really, really, really hoping more than anything, these guys right here will improve. They are the largest part why I've gotten way into skincare products lately, trying to minimize those bad boys any way I can. Bonus points if any of the products could be used on the neck to try and deal with these lines here, because they are not cute either. I don't know if any of them can be. I'm gonna read up. I'm also gonna reach out to my contact at the company and ask them if they can be used for that, because I'm not sure, but I'll find out. But yeah, like I said, this is just a little intro piece, and I'm gonna show you the products. They sent 4 of them. They're all wrapped up, really cute. A little sticker on the top. It's got a little monogram there. One on the bottom too, for that matter. I feel like I'm getting to open presents the way that they're wrapped like that. They're so cute. I love the presentation. Little things like that go a long way with me, guys. Really, though. Other companies, take note. Just saying, this is how it's done. This is how it's done. Okay. Let's get in there. So the first one I have opened is the Lumia Multi-Dimensional Platinum Eye Serum. Diminishes the appearance of under-eye puffiness, dark circles, and fine lines. All three of which I've got. Granted, not terribly today, but most days they look worse than this, so just figures I would film this on a fluke day where they're not as severe. But here's what the box looks like. Simple packaging, but you know what? Sometimes less is more. So let's take a look at the product itself. Oh, that's so pretty. Oh, look at that. That's really pretty. It's in this nice frosted glass bottle, too. Feels very luxurious, just saying. It's got the name of it on there. Doesn't have the instructions on the actual thing. Just saying. It's odd that it doesn't look like it's all the way filled. I'm like, should it be shaken first? Maybe that's just what it looks like. I'm not sure. But regardless, hopefully it'll be enough to last the month that they would like me to use this for to do the review with. The directions are: apply 1 drop of Lumia Eye Serum morning and evening after cleansing and before moisturizing. Gently massage the serum to eye area expression lines. Continue massaging until absorbed. That is easy enough to do. So we're going to put that back in here for now, just safely. Second one has a little bow on it with their logo. This one and the other two have the bows. That first one is the only one that didn't have a bow. So, carefully take that off, and then it's got the same monogram stickers all over. I'm like, this is so darn cute, guys. Okay. Get these all opened up. I realized I could have opened them off camera, but I wanted you guys to see the cute packaging. Okay, so this one is the Ooh La La Face and Neck Booster Serum. Haha, there is something for the neck. Retinol and vitamin C fusion. Rapid response, skin fortifying, and illuminating solution. Ooh. Long list of ingredients, though. Directions. Apply booster serum in the evening after cleansing and before moisturizing. Gently smooth 3 to 4 drops over the face with an outward and upward sweeping motion, avoiding eye contact and eyelids. Recommended to follow with moisturizer and SPF sunscreen during the day. Yeah, that's true of anything with vitamin C in it, guys. In case you didn't know that, vitamin C makes you much more prone to sunburns and such, so that is always good advice for anything containing vitamin C. So here's our bottle of that. Oh, look at that! It's so cute! And then it just twists open. I'm not going to use the second, but it's got the little eyedropper in there, as we can see. It actually smells really good. And I'm just taking a look at how viscous it is. Sucking up a little. Oh, it's very yellowy, by the way. Oh, and it's very easy to get just individual drops to come out of it. Perfect. Not all eyedroppers are created equally, guys. Some of them, like, you barely apply any pressure and a metric ton of it seems to come out. I'm very glad that this one seems to work so easily and so precisely. Also, the dark colored bottle, again, wonderful because of the vitamin C. It keeps it hyper stable. That is definitely something I look for in anything that contains vitamin C, because when it becomes unstable, it's not really effective. And then you risk things like sensitivity to it and just, it's all bad. Always use things with a dark bottle. Keep it in a dry, cool area when it's not in use. Just saying, there's your lesson for today on that. So, the third one is in this little guy, again with a bow. It's a bigger box. And this one, I can see the name through it. I'm really happy to have, because I need something like this desperately. The box is a little beat up. That's okay. It's the Velvet Micro Exfoliating Cream. It cleanses pores and polishes away dead skin cells. Apply Velvet Micro Exfoliating Cream morning or evening after cleansing and before moisturizing. Gently smooth over face and neck with light circular motions, avoiding the eye area. Massage for 45 to 60 seconds and rinse thoroughly afterwards. Follow up with Multi-Active LaVie Hydro Lift Moisturizer. So, let's get a look at it. It's in this little jar right here. Ooh, I feel like I already smell it. There's a little bit of a spill on the side, but that's okay. We can live with it. Oh, wow. That must be the exfoliating stuff. Yes, it is. It definitely had a little explosion in there, but that is okay. We shall survive and persevere. Ooh, okay. So that's what it looks like, just so we all know. But yeah, it kind of looks like sand is the exfoliating agent in this one. I can look at the ingredients in just a minute once I get the cap back on because I don't want to spill this. I will try and clean that up some before I use it, but putting it off on my leg for now, but okay. Yeah, that would be probably why the box looked a little funky on that one. It's probably just from the little bit that leaked. But again, that's okay. We don't discriminate here. And then finally, the last one, the big boy. Another one with a bow. We have the Matanika Luxe Age Defying Formula Revitalizing Cream for Visually Lifted and Firmer Skin. Directions: apply Matanika cream morning and evening after cleansing. Gently smooth over face, neck, and décolleté, I guess right here, with an outward and upward sweeping motion. Use a generous amount on the deep lines and wrinkles, avoiding eye and eyelids area. Recommended to use during daytime in combination with a sun-protecting product. Okay, so let's get a look at this one. And this one, I believe, it comes with a little spoon applicator up here too. Oh, let's get a look at that. You guys don't understand. Every time I've gotten a moisturizer that's supposed to have one of these, it's always mysteriously missing. I'm like, hey, one finally did the thing and included the scoop. Now, I'm not sure if you're supposed to use the flat side or this side that's raised up. I can make it work either way, but I'm just like, oh my god, one finally did the thing they're supposed to do. Bravo! So for now, I'm going to put it back here just so I don't misplace it, but I am definitely very glad to have that. As I was saying, I believe the active ingredient in this is apple stem cells. Ooh, a little bit more textured on this jar. It does smell a little like apples too. Let's get that up and out of there. Woo! It actually smells really good. It's a very light scent, so even fragrance-sensitive individuals, which I'm among you, can definitely handle it. Okay, I'm actually really excited to start using these. I will start using them today, and we will report back in either a couple weeks or in a month, because originally they said they wanted this in a month, but it said use for at least 2 weeks, but I want to do the full month. So, we will report back. This will all be in one video by the time it's done, so it's okay. But anyways, I will report back. Hey guys, so here I am with my follow-up video for the LaVie skincare line that I was sent to test out for a month and see if it really works or not for my skin. And honest truth, verdict's kind of still out. I can't tell 100% for certain. I feel like it may have helped a little. But I don't feel like I saw necessarily significant results, truth be told. They did say to post an honest review, so I'm being as honest as humanly possible with you guys. I will tell you about my experiences with all 4 products that they sent me, now that I've been using them for a month. I have literally no makeup on my face besides a little bit of concealer on the tip of my nose, because I have a little bit of breakouts right now. But other than that, not a stitch of makeup on this face. Nothing, not a zip. So, that in mind, of these products, first one we're going to talk about is the slightly problematic one. I mean, it's kind of like a blessing and a curse all at once. I had a feeling it was likely going to be the case with this guy. But this is the Velvet Micro Exfoliating Cream. I kind of had a bad feeling from the get-go when it came all leaky when they sent it to me, and even after trying to clean it up, it was still... That's as good as I could basically get it, because it's all, like, stuck in there, but... So, I mean, every time I opened and closed it, and there's still some in there, so it's not gone yet, so I'll keep using it till it's gone. I had that horrid sound every time I turned it, but what can you do, right? Regardless, that has nothing to do with what it did to my skin. So, basically, it felt like very large granules of whatever the exfoliator element in there is. Like, certain exfoliators I've used have, like, a very fine granule to them that sloughs off the dead skin. Others have a much larger one. I've found, in my experience anyway with skincare, a lot of the drugstore ones I've used have tended to use the larger kind, and the higher end ones have had the finer kind. So I was actually pretty surprised that this had the larger kind. This legitimately feels like if you sprinkled some sand, like you would find at the beach, into some lotion, and then just rubbed it on your skin to exfoliate, that is the exact feeling of this. And honestly, looking at it, it kind of seems like what it might be. Now, with a name like micro-exfoliating, it would lead you to believe that it is very fine, but it's not. Like, that's pretty big stuff in there, just saying. But that said, it does smell really nice. I'll give credit where credit's due. I generally don't need very much exfoliator at a time when I do it, so there's still quite a bit left in here. This is probably going to last me months still before I use it all up. But, that and I don't do it every day, because that's actually really bad for your skin to do it every single day with one that's very abrasive like that. So I kind of spaced this out to like maybe twice, possibly 3 times a week, depending on how flaky my skin was. And generally, that seems like enough for me. Some people opt more towards peels. I haven't really delved too far into that, but generally when I've used exfoliators, I stick to the finer stuff. But for the sake of doing this, I did the thing, and since it's here, I will use it up. But, I mean, it worked, but it felt very, very abrasive and, in certain sensitive spots, almost painful if I rubbed too hard. So, I mean, go with a very light touch doing this, just me to you. Now, they say to do it before getting in the shower, and I tried it a few times just doing it in the sink, like, not really before I was gonna get it in the shower, just washing my face, figuring it'll be fine, I'll just rinse it all off. Yeah, no, don't do that. You will be finding sand for what feels like days afterwards until you do shower. So just throwing that out there. You do need to take a shower after using this, otherwise you will not get all of it off, and it'll drive you crazy. So, word to the wise, in doing that, and using this before getting in the shower, I would still recommend taking your wet washcloth and wiping off as much as you can before getting into the shower, as I found out the hard way, that if you don't, and the water just sprays on your face trying to just rinse it off on its own, some of that sand will get in your eyes. Yeah. Not the most fun thing, so learn from my mistake. I thankfully only made that mistake once, and clearly I'm fine, but word to the wise, definitely rinse off as much as you can in the sink before you get in the shower, and then get any residual off in there. Okay? Okay. But, that said, with all that, my skin did feel very smooth and everything afterwards. It's a little more abrasive than I personally would have preferred. Now, this guy right here, the Multi-Dimensional Platinum Eye Serum, I actually really like, and I still actually have quite a bit left in here too. They told me that this is a month's supply of these things. I'm like, I used it for a month every day, and there's still plenty more in these, just saying. So, I'm still unclear if this was supposed to be filled all the way to the bottom when I got it, because it was only up to about here and up. But regardless, you only need a teeny tiny little pump. Like, I will show you, because I haven't put it on for today yet, so I did that on purpose so that I can do it on camera. I'm not going to be doing the exfoliating on camera, sorry guys, but just one little pump. It'll do ya. Looks like that. And then you can just, I like to go between both index fingers. Start with the under eyes. Just massage it in. I know I probably go way too far down, but you know what? That whole area can be prone to crow's feet and little fine wrinkles and such. I even go across here with little worry lines. Just basically think of if you wore a mask, like a bandit, like a mask. It would be all across here, right? So everywhere that would touch is generally where I apply eye creams and serums and such. Other people may not. That's just what I do. And even that one little pump goes a long freaking way. Maybe I just have a very small face and that's why it goes so far, but just massage that baby in really, 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 really lightly. You don't want to cause any further wrinkles in your skin than you had going in, you know? Yeah, no. So, there's a surprising amount of product for how much is in one little pea-sized drop. Just saying. Just saying. And then just, you know, pat, 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 pat to help absorb it a little more. Now, I did get permission from the company to apply a toner before I put on the moisturizer and such. So I tried it both ways. I tried it with toner, I tried it without toner. It doesn't seem like it made a huge deal of difference in the case of these products. With a lot of products for me, toner makes all the difference in the world between whether or not my skin wants to absorb them or if they're just gonna sit there. So, with that in mind, I was like, I don't know if that's a good or a bad sign that it doesn't seem like it made much of a difference, so. But regardless, speaking of specifically the eye serum, hard to say for sure, did it really improve things or not, because there's still fine lines there. They did not magically disappear or anything, but I will lean in close. I will also do some before and after shots to show you guys. I feel like they may have faded a little. Actually, let me turn on the lamp over here so it's evenly lit across both sides. Okay, here we go. Okay. Now, you can see both sides. I feel like it very well may have helped a little bit. Not drastically, and maybe if I keep using it for longer, it'll become more drastic, because with a lot of skincare things, a month isn't always enough to really be able to tell for sure if it's doing anything. Anywhere between 6 to 10 weeks is usually where you're gonna see it, so just saying, maybe after another month, if this lasts that long, I'll be able to more fairly say, maybe I'll make another update video. I don't know, but for right now, I feel like it may have done a little bit to help already. I'm hoping that it continues to help further because I actually really, really do like this stuff. It absorbs in really well, it doesn't feel sticky, I can put it under my makeup and it doesn't mess with anything. I love that aspect of it. I like that about all of the products here. That I can wear them under makeup and it doesn't screw with anything. So, I've not always been able to say that about necessarily any product that I've tried. So that does speak very highly of this. And that's about as much as I have to say for this little guy. Now the next one is the Ooh La La Serum Booster. Now this one, they did say for people with acne-prone skin to do it not every day, but like every 2 to 3. So with that in mind, I tried it every day at first, even though not necessarily in my better interests, but yeah, I had to space it out a little further. This one has a tendency to get stuck shut, and when it does, fair warning, if you twist it up here, this little guy is gonna want to come off. So, it snaps back on, but just be forewarned, that's a thing. But anyway, how I put this on I like to wipe the excess off of the eyedropper, suck some up, which is about the right amount, 3 drops on the back of the hand, and that is going to do your face and your neck, most likely. Because those 3 drops, that's actually, doesn't look like much, I swear to you it is. We're going to go back in more thoroughly after. Okay, now we're going to really get in there on the marionette lines. Because if there's anywhere I want these products to be working, it's on those bad boys. Now you're going to really start working it in over everything now. Don't need a whole lot for the nose if you're acne prone. And on the neck, because I have wrinkles on my neck. I have had since I was a teenager. That's not even an age thing for me. That's I have poor posture at the computer thing. But yeah, and I go down to about here, and I feel like that's probably all fine and well. And just like with the other, pat, 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 to help absorb it all in. I know it looks silly, and I'm sure there's people going, there's better ways, but you know what? This is how I do it with my skincare stuff. I know some people who like to beat their skin like this, and sometimes I do that too. But since I'm on camera, I feel like I should be doing it more gently than that, so. And you just do it until it's more absorbed in. And then we're going to go in with the moisturizer over that. Now with this serum, or the booster, it's really hard to say if it has done a whole lot to really do much in particular. I think, if anything, it has helped with some of the hyperpigmentation I had across here. I mean, there's still some, but I've only been using it a month, so maybe that'll help more. At least I know now that vitamin C products do help with that, so very good to know. So now I know what to use on them. Because I was researching a lot of skincare stuff around the time that I got approached to review these, so we're almost patted in. Okay. Forehead needs more love. And I didn't really have much issues with hyperpigmentation. I have with redness, but not so much the rest. It does seem like the redness on my nose has kind of calmed down some since I started using this. On the cheeks, not as much, so, you know, you win some, you lose some. Not perfect, but I mean, it's good though. I do like it. You just have to be careful not to be too heavy-handed with it. I should probably pat, pat, pat here too, huh? But, usually I would also use my facial roller over it, but I don't have it right here on me. I forgot to grab that before I started this, so we're going to skip that step since it's irrelevant to this review. So, that in mind, now that this is all nice and absorbed in, it sinks in actually surprisingly quickly, which I'm very happy about. Any sheen that's left over honestly just kind of looks like a natural glow. Makes it a little glossy here still, but it'll absorb in more the longer it's on. But I'm just like, you know, normally I wear things to add a glow like that, so that just saved me a product that I don't have to additionally add since it's already there. So, then finally we have the Matanika Luxie Age Defying Formula. Now this one comes with a little spoon, but I find that the spoon is deceptive in the amount that you can scoop out with it. You'll either get too little or way too much. There's seemingly no in between, and it's really hard to get it just right. So I eyeball it and go with about what I would normally use with my other facial moisturizers. So hopefully that is fine. It seems to work just fine for me. So I kind of just dip a finger in, do the same thing like I do with the eye one, except I just go across all the fingers except the thumbs. And just, you know, gentle, gentle, gentle. kind of just applying it all over first, and then we can slather upwards. It does say to go in upwards motions to help lift, because there is supposed to be a lifting factor of this. Yes, I realize my face is very pink right now, but that's because I'm touching it so much. So it is not from the products. I have had no bad reactions to them whatsoever, which is great because I'm kind of prone to such things, and I was very relieved that I didn't have any bad side effects other than a little bit of breaking out from doing the booster serum too often at first. Once I spaced it out further, I was fine. And then just the one issue with the exfoliator that I already mentioned, but that wasn't to the ingredients, that was because I'm dumb. So, alright, so now pat, 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 and I will do the neck too afterwards. Honestly, I like this little kind of massage that you get patting it in. Sometimes I go like this. It just depends what I feel like in the moment. Sometimes slap, 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 slap. Just depends. Whatever I'm feeling. But you gotta make sure to get it in those marionette lines. So, as for whether or not it seems like this stuff has done any good, I will tell you once I do the neck. Then we can lean in and take a better look. Normally, I would be very, very reluctant to lean in like that on camera for the entire internet to see, but you know what? It's okay. We're all human. We all age. It's fine. Okay. Normally I would go a little further than the collarbone with the moisturizer, but being on camera, I'm like, I'm not lowering my shirt to do that, so, okay. Normally around this point I would go wash my hands, but we are in the middle of a video, so I'm not going to stop to go do that. I'll do it after. So, do I feel like it helped much with fine lines and such between the booster serum and the lotion? Well, let's take a closer look. I do feel like, although they're not gone, I feel like it did help with the marionette lines, if nothing else. And that was my #1 priority of what I wanted to see at least improve. If not disappear, I at least wanted them to improve. So between that, if I do like a clay mask, you know, I'm good to go. They very much don't show up between the two of those things. But, as for the worry lines, yeah, I feel like it actually did kind of help in here. Like, look. Like, we can still see them a little, but I think it definitely did help. And then, let's see. Can we even see them now? Because I had the little bit of crow's feet right here. They're very barely starting. This side, not so much, but this side, I don't even see where it was now. I can barely feel the texture with my fingertip, but I don't visually see it. So I feel like it did help with that. But the neck ones, not so much. Let's see here. Let me check this message and we'll finish up. Sorry about that. So, anyways, yeah, the neck ones, there's likely not much that's going to help them since that's not really age, that's from slouching like this at a computer like 10 gazillion hours a day. So that's on me, but still, everywhere else it seems like it did actually do something. May have not 100% made things disappear, but it seems like some improvement happened. So I can't 100% write it off. Is it the most, like, noticeable in the world? Not necessarily, but that's okay. Oh, the other thing. The little start of the jowls. Does it seem like it helped? Hard for me to say for certain on that one. I want to say it did. It feels firmer than it did before. I'll give it that. So, I would say, yeah, I think this stuff works. I would like to see how much difference it makes after a full 10 weeks of using it, since that's like when you see the full effects of any skincare. But regardless, I'm still impressed that after 4, I do see some difference. Again, between the before and afters, you may beg to differ and say, yeah, it didn't do that much, but I mean, I feel like, maybe it did more than I initially gave credit to. So I'm gonna put my glasses back on, by the way. But, I'm impressed. I really like it. I feel like I would buy most of these again. I feel like I would skip that exfoliator, but that's just me. But the other 3, hell yeah, I would buy these again. So, well, I should say would buy them in the first place because they sent them to me. But, I do recommend them. I think that they're really good at what they do, and I like the type of technology they're using for the skincare that they're doing here with the stem cells and such. So, it's very nice, it's very gentle, and again, I have really sensitive skin to start with. So the fact that my skin can handle it and not freak out, and actually have it work, that is a godsend. So I'm very much going to give this a good rating. I don't want to assign it a number per se, since it's 4 products, it's really hard for me to fairly judge across the board without unfairly docking down the better ones for the weaker ones. But I think I will just say, in terms of would I recommend it or not, yes. I would absolutely recommend this. And we'll leave a link down below to their website, and I'm not sure if they're available on Amazon. If they are, I'll leave a link to that too. But yeah, I recommend them. I think it's really good. No, they're not paying me to say this. This is my honest-to-God opinion here. You know that I don't BS you guys. I tell you guys the truth. So, that was my experience with the LaVie brand of skincare. Hopefully it helped you guys out if you were on the fence about using it, or if you had never heard of this brand like me and are curious to try a new one. They're actually pretty good, so I'd give them a shot. Anyway, guys, that is it for this one. So as usual, you know what to do. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. If you're not already and you'd like to be, click subscribe. Hit that notification bell icon so you never miss an upload. Leave comments down below. Make sure you're following my social media accounts, my Facebook fan page, my Twitter, my Instagram, my Etsy, everything and more. It's all down below. And if you like what I do here on this channel and you'd like to help support it, the donation link, as always, is down in the description. Anyway, guys, till next time, bye-bye.